Bob Leisure's vision for a successful co-ed prep school was based on his assumption that delivering a quality education to all would trump any resistance to forming the union between the Kingswood and Oxford schools. The faculty quickly adapted to having females in classes on the upper school campus, which housed Forms 3 through 6. Likewise, on the Oxford campus, home to the middle school's Forms 1 and 2, there was quick adaptation to having boys on board. Not that all went entirely smoothly, as the times dictated rapidly changing social attitudes toward authority and tradition. With the construction of the Roberts Center, the school was poised to deliver first-rate education to its growing co-ed student body. The Kingswood Oxford Drama Society was the result of a union between Oxford's Paint and Putty and the Kingswood Drama Society. New productions involving co-ed casts flourished and included traditional favorites. Adding to the quality of the performances was the instantly popular Goodman Banks Whole Man series, which would bring such notables as Palaboulos, Paul Winter Concert, and Dave Brubeck to campus. At the time of the merger, there were 579 students enrolled at KO. By 1975, there were 703 students enrolled, a number which foretold of even larger student bodies down the road. Further, leisure and trustee plans were proposed which included a hockey rink and renovations to the gym complex. Trustee Nancy Kriebel, Oxford 33, would name the athletic center in honor of her father, Dr. Howard W. Brayton. For many years, he had been the attending pediatrician for Oxford and thus stood prominently in the community. Sphere and the Service Club came into their own at about this time, leading to the ultimate decision to institute community service for all students as a requirement for graduation. The leisure years continued with renovations to the library, supported by the Conklin family, and the Knox Reading Room, given in honor of Leonis M., 34, and Leonis L. Knox, 56. Of note, it was around this time that Bob Googins began Mock Trial, yet one more visionary program that ultimately would vault KO students to international recognition. In 1983, there were 137 graduates, many of whom had participated in the first English symposium with E.L. Doctorow. In 1987, Tyler Tingley would replace Bob Leisure, who had served so wonderfully for 21 years. In 1988, under the watchful eyes of Mike Fryer, head of Buildings and Grounds, Severance Hall was fully renovated. Arthur Ashe addressed the students on Martin Luther King Day, and the Forensic Union came into its own. Tingley would serve a short stint as headmaster, moving to Blake School in 1991. Stepping in willingly and ably was Stu Lindsay, who would become yet another strong interim head. His steady hand at the helm was just right as the search committee studied resumes for a permanent head. The final nod went to Lee Leveson, who had been a journeyman student and educator, most recently at Nobles and Greenough School. As head of school, Lee would solidify the financial and intellectual quality of KO and further transform the physical facility by unifying the two campuses with the construction of a middle school building. Under Leveson's strong yet quiet leadership, a comprehensive purpose, values, and aims policy was developed and put into practice, reinforcing the moral character of the school. The Estes family building would not be ready for students until 2003, but when complete would reshape the campus entirely. Oxford's 90th birthday in 1999 was darkened by the passing of Bob Leisure. On the bright side, a program that has become a true centerpiece of a KO education was initiated by Ron and Denise Garcia. Team Tobati, named for the tiny town in central Paraguay where Ron's parents had been raised, would become the most powerful goodwill force in the school's history. KO students would construct a hospital wing and an entire middle and high school complex in Tobati. The Garcias were given an award by the National Association of Secondary Schools for their exemplary work. The 21st century dawned with new squash courts in place, a gift to the Peel family. A new entrance from Trout Brook Drive. Sobey Gym renovations and upgrades to Roberts are but a few of the major projects in head trustee Agnes Peel's tenure. With the completion of the Estes family building in 2003, the middle school finally had a home commensurate with its mission. Under Lee Leveson, the trustees, and Agnes Peel, $27 million had been raised in a 5-year campaign, the largest drive in the school's history. In 2006, Lee Leveson accepted a post to head the collegiate school in New York City. An unwavering group of trustees invited Dennis Biscard to be KO's next head of school. A man of action, Biscard quickly transformed a too frequently muddy football field into an artificial turf multi-use facility, while at the same time expanding and renovating the dining hall. Crowning his new initiatives was the building of the Chase Tallwood Science, Math, and Technology Center. Made possible by generosity of the Chase families, an anonymous donor, Chase Tallwood is scheduled to be dedicated in the fall of 2009. It will house math, science, and technology in spacious, handsome, and fully equipped classrooms and labs. KO has arrived.
Hail Kingswood Oxford, wildlands forever. We will always hold your memory dear. Raise high our colors, wave black and crimson, faithful guide through our days spent here. All those we've known here, all that we've done, will be a part of the path we've begun. Hail Kingswood Oxford, vibrance forever. We will always hold your memory dear. Raise high our colors, wave black and crimson. We will cherish the days spent here. We will cherish the days spent here. Gray is our color light, orange our color bright. Word play they symbolize Oxford in thee. Let many loyal hearts this day rejoice and pledge good fellowship with every voice. May we remember Oxford, the friends we knew so well. Raise our song ever higher in reverence and love of a school to be forever praised through all years to come. Should all her very walls be laid to dust, and glad shouts fade away as fade.
Waves the black and crimson o'er us, Kingswood for aye. Let the hills return our chorus, Kingswood for aye. On to battle never daunted, glorious ramps our wyvern vaunted. As again our hymn is chanted, Kingswood for aye.
Hail Kingswood Oxford, vibrance forever. We will always hold your memory dear. Raise high our colors,